this breathing exercise. And the tree will ground you to Mother Earth, and it'll bless you with its energy. It'll bless you with its intelligence. You see, Mother Earth's nature, the plant kingdom is intelligent. It's got divine intelligence and its own wisdom. The animal kingdom also has its own energy, its own wisdom. And we humans have our own energy and our own wisdom. And this is something that we need to start coming to terms with in order to connect with all these different kingdoms and Mother Earth. And the same applies to the galactics, to the multidimensionals, to the celestial kingdoms. It's all kingdoms within kingdoms. Just like Jesus said, in my Father's house there is many mansions. We interpret that to mean the mansions, meaning many kingdoms, many schools of spiritual development, many realms. And we believe that that was what he was referring to. In my Father's house, there is many mansions. I also want to mention to you guys that I have a yearning in my heart to start a group ministry called Guardians of the New Earth Reality. Guardians of the New Earth Reality. If you resonate with this title for this group that I'm having a yearning to start, then please comment in the comment section. Tell me if you resonate with this name and this calling, and tell me if you're willing to join this group or to be part of this group. There's no strings attached. You could belong to any religion, Christianity, you could be a Muslim, a Hindu, a mystic, whatever path of spiritual development that you choose. So what this group is going to represent is the New Earth Reality. That's why it's going to be called the Guardians of the New Earth Reality, referring to the new heaven and the new earth in this new golden age to come, and what Christians also are referring to as the millennial kingdom of Christ, the 1,000 rule of Christ, and also ending in the new heaven and the new earth. So this is what I'm referring to with the ministry that I'm feeling a yearning to help develop and create, but I can't do it alone. I need your help. I need your partnership. So you could belong to Christianity, to Muslim, Hindu, whatever spiritual path and faith that you've been following. I welcome everybody. And because this is something that is just gonna augment or benefit whatever path you choose, because this is the universal path of service to other according to the law of one. I've been talking about that and referring to that in some of the videos that I already recorded. The universal law of one, which is a cosmological, a spiritual path that is practiced in our local universe called the law of one. And this is observed mostly in the Confederation of Planets that belong to the Confederation of Planets. They're the ones that are mainly teaching the cosmological law of one and the spiritual path of the law of one, which is only two paths mainly that is followed in our universe. According to this cosmology, according to this spiritual path, you could be in service to others, or you could be in service to self. And most of the egocentric beings that are steering the egos, that are warring, are in this path of service to self. But as this teaching teaches, they can only go so far as to maybe the 6th, 7th dimension, and then eventually they come back into service to others, because as it's explained in this cosmology, you need to be in service to self first and develop that first in order to take care of yourself, your multidimensional self, and master that, because in that way, only loving yourself, like Christ said, love others as you love yourself. He was referring to this cosmology of the law of one. But he veiled it through parables, and he veiled his teachings because they were not ready to receive the teachings pure as they were taught from the times of Atlantis and Lemuria. So he had to veil his teachings because of the spiritual development at the time. He couldn't speak of those things plainly like he wanted to many times. But the time has come now, as we are ascending, as we are in the middle of this ascension process, as we have first contact or established contact with the Galactic Federation of Light, the Confederation of Planets, and we have open communication with them, well, they will be teaching this cosmology and the spiritual path, because this is what's practiced in our universe. But I want to start practicing it within this group, because getting you ready and calibrating and for the times to come, so that we could start practicing it from now, right now, and not have to wait a couple of years until first contact is established with our Galactic Federation of Light, with our galactic families. But this will be openly teach. So this is one of the things that I'm calling you guys to join and be part of, so that we could start practicing this path of service to others. So eventually, both paths, service to self and service to others, they all eventually meet again and become one. As the teaching, the law of one, the one in the many, and the many in the one. So even though service to self is mainly a negative path, or mainly a selfish path, but it's also necessary, and it serves its purpose. And eventually the beings that follow this path of selfishness, of service to self, eventually they will discover and realize that the greater path is the service to others, because eventually that is how you get to create worlds, galaxies, and universes, when you finally find the path and acclimate to the path of service to others. So you only go so far in service to self, and eventually you discover and come into alignment with the path of service to others. So I hope that this guided meditation, I hope that this insight as to the visualization of the unconditional love, acceptance, and forgiveness, as you breathe in, move it through your body, circulate that breath and the energies through your body, and then eventually you could also visualize the guided meditation where your out breath extends, embraces all the way up to creation, and then with the in breath you come back all the way to your localized field around 30 feet around. I hope that this guided meditation serves you, that it helps you, and there's many teachings out there, and many teachings that I have in all the books that I've discovered and I've been led to by the Holy Spirit to discover. all the things that have been revealed to me. A lot of these guided meditations are from those books and from that knowledge that the Holy Spirit has revealed to me. And the time has come for me to reveal it to you guys and make that calling to you guys, invite you guys to become part of this great ascension process and be part of this great awakening happening now on the whole earth. So by practicing this guided meditation, by practicing grounding, by practicing prayer meditation, you could calibrate the energies that are coming in from the sun, and then ground them to Mother Earth, and find them in the middle point of the heart chakra, and then extend them out with the guided meditation that I just shared with you. And in this way, you could ground yourself, you could calibrate yourself, and we could start this practice so that we could get ready for this great soul of flesh to come in the near future. And we ascend together to the new heaven and the new earth, and take responsibility as guardians of this new heaven and new earth. God bless you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Dios me los bendiga de nuevo. Soy hermano Ricardo Perpina. Estoy aquí comunicando